It is July 21st, and this is the budhisty reading from the 12 whatever traditions and whatnot. Letting go of thoughts, replacing. Many times, simply by seeing a thought, it disappears. We let it go, but when thoughts are more persistent and distressing, the Buddha offers a set of responses that can help. Over the next few days, we'll explore some of them. The first of these responses is called replacing. Here, when we see, for instance, an angry thought, we might replace it with a loving one, an anxious thought with a calming one, a sad one with something uplifting. That might sound simplistic, and in fact, it probably won't be very effective if just done mechanically. There are some other elements to the process that help it to work. First, of course, we must see the thought, bring mindfulness to it, not be swept away. As long as we are not mindful of thinking it, we will just go on like a background processor, churning out words, images that keep us under the spell. Secondly, we need to bring awareness to the painful or destructive nature of such thoughts. If we think that all difficulties thoughts are useful or meaningful, it'll be harder to let them go. Seeing how destructive they are will motivate us to letting them go. Further, we have to understand that thoughts are not facts, but simply ideas. When we live under the illusion of thoughts, reality, it's as though we were in a hypnotic state, simply responding to the orders that appear in our minds. When we see through the illusion, it weakens the power of thoughts to keep us under their sway. With the foundation for letting go, when we have a thought of anger and see it clearly, we can intentionally bring loving kindness to mind. With an anxious thought, we might try to bring a broader perspective on what safety really is. In Buddhism, it is Dharma, the truth that is our true protector. And with sad or depressing thoughts, remembering impermanence can help. Just seeing that our present moment mind state is temporary and can help us avoid despair. Today, begin to work with replacing thoughts. Experiment with different strategies to see what works with you. And that's very brilliant. It doesn't give you like, oh, this is exactly what you need to do, and if you don't do it, that's not right. I love that. There are tons of ways to look at that. There are certain meditations in order to go and start browsing through thoughts and be like, oh, okay, well that's not really me. It's just my perception of things. And we will go into a sort of automatic thing. You go to the same job every day. You do basically the same thing every day. There are exceptions, but you become an automaton in some way, shape, or form. And it's not good. That's what gets us to where we just turn off our mind and start doing, which, in Buddhist principle isn't bad, but it's not very good for the mind. The mind needs things to change it up, to challenge it, to make it think in different ways, and that's what keeps us young, that's what keeps us inquisitive, that's what keeps us from the power taking us over. Just go through, start, and don't be critical about it, because if you're critical about it, you'll just start doing it more. Because that's just the response to it. It's like, no, I'm paying special attention to this, so it starts thinking that it wants it more. The mind is a brilliant thing. It will destroy itself in so many ways, way before you get to any of the positive things, because it's much easier to destroy than to build. It's very true. And basically everything in nature sort of embodies that in some way, shape, or form. However, it is much more rewarding to build rather than destroy. And it brings you a sense of graciousness and love and all that. Anyway, take care. I'll think I'm flying in 2 seconds.